It is the midweek chat. What's good, everybody? Welcome to Straight Up Tennessee. Today, whether it's the morning, the afternoon, or night, we are glad that you're tapping in with us, man. We got a big show today, man. It's the midweek chat, and you already know it is pump the gas or hit the brakes. And we had the listeners, the Straight Up Tennessee family, send in questions. We got 6 of these things, and some hot takes here. I'm very excited to see kind of where this leads us. Warren Burrell, oh my goodness, Coach BJ, Alex Ablin, Omari Thomas, all meet with the media on Tuesday. It's just been a great week so far. You can tell that there's going to be a different team that shows up on Saturday, and I'm just telling y'all right now. We're going to do some big question marks, things that we want to see as well heading into Saturday. Today on the midweek chat. Welcome to Straight Up Tennessee. Welcome to this Wednesday. You made it. You made it to Wednesday, which means it's only 3 days until game day. So you already know what it is, man. It's Straight Up Tennessee, baby. This is the midweek chat. Let's get it rolling.
From 40, on the way, a knuckleball. He got it!
What's good, everybody? Welcome to Straight Up Tennessee today on this awesome Wednesday. If you woke up and you're breathing, you got a reason to celebrate and to be thankful. And so we're glad that you're rocking with us today, man. If you're listening right now on YouTube, if you're watching, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, man, right now so you never miss an episode. We're on our way to 800 subscribers. We got to hit this before the Florida game. I think that we can, and I think that we will. So go ahead, run this video up, run the channel up, let people know why they need to be watching Straight Up Tennessee. And if you're rocking with us on Apple or Spotify, we're glad that you are as well. Continue to rate the thing 5 stars as you write reviews, and let everyone know why they need to be rocking with the boys from Straight Up Tennessee, baby. Listen, y'all, at the top of the show, we want to let you guys know about a great company called The True Tennessean. The True Tennessean is a merch company that has hats, t-shirts, adventure things, and they're all branded by the state of Tennessee. Hint the name, The True Tennessean. If you need any of these things, man, I mean, when I say they got great Vol stuff, they have great just state of Tennessee branded things, adventure type t-shirts, you name it, they probably have it. Head over to www.truetennessean.com. Use the code StraightUp10 for a little surprise at checkout. Turn, what's up, baby?
What up, my guy? We here, bro. We are here.
It's Wednesday of Florida week, bro. It's Wednesday of Florida week, and it still feels like the fan base is divided.
It does. And I think it will be divided until probably after the game. And then we still might be divided depending on what happens.
You are absolutely right. And I just hope not.
Yeah, like you can't be mad if we don't come out here. We might, I mean, if we come out here and score 35 on Florida, like you can't be mad at that. If we win 35 to, even if we win 35-21,
no one's going to be mad that you beat Florida. You see what I'm saying? It's like people get so caught up in the opponent that the point spread doesn't matter. If you beat Florida 9-6, you won the game and you beat Florida.
It is a win in the win column, and that's all that matters.
It's a win. It is exactly a win in the win column, and people won't care. People will not care. If you beat Florida, people will not care what the score was, bro. I don't care what anybody says. People will not care what that score is as long as Tennessee is on top with a dub.
And that's all that matters at the end of the day. I mean, why? I mean, like I'm done with it. I'm done with all. I'm done with Austin P. It's a win. It's in the past. Like, you can sit here and talk about it all day, and like we'll sit here and talk about Florida after the fact. Don't get me wrong, for a
Yep.
day or whatever. But like, if we win, when we win, better way to put it, like, ain't nothing to talk about. Like, it's a win.
Correct. You could just talking about a couple of little things as we lead into today's show. Billy Napier met with the Florida media, and he just seems like a boring guy. He just seems so dry. He's like, "Yeah, we're facing a good opponent, and I showed the team just the history of this game, and I went back and I showed him, and he's just I don't know. It just sounds like I don't know how he motivates his team to play. Like he just doesn't sound like a guy that I would be easily motivated to go play and get dirty like in a game with, bro.
Facts. Yeah, I mean, I don't know who'd they play last week. McNeese, right?
McNeese State. Yeah, McNeese State.
Beat them 49-7.
Yep. Yep. It's a bad team. Bad football team. Much worse than the two teams we played.
McNeese. I ain't even never heard of McNeese.
It's facts. It's facts. Obviously, man, leading into Saturday, I think everybody's focus and everybody's eyes are on the passing game. And I listened to the boy JD Patel over there at On 3. We're gonna mute Turner's mic, y'all.
Sorry. Golly,
This
dude.
man this man's always sick.
I've been sick for like 4 months now.
Literally. But everybody's looking forward to the pass game. And I'm listening to JD Patel today. And it's actually I listened to him on Tuesday, and it's a whole segment, man, on YouTube talking about Tennessee and Florida. And JD Patel has Tennessee winning this game. He had Tennessee winning 34-20. And he said he just thinks that if Joe Milton, if the offense can just hit on a couple, if they can just hit on a couple of deep balls and get up, he's like, if Tennessee gets up 2 scores, they're winning this game.
Facts, and we said that last night or 2 nights ago.
Yeah, it's true. If we can get up and force Florida to play from behind in the way that they don't want to play, you're telling us, Graham Mertz, go and beat us, because you're not going to run the ball as much. You might still run it, but there's no way you could run it as much. 2 behind 2 scores. No way.
Especially with the new clock rule.
Yeah, exactly. If they get behind early, and the biggest thing JD said that I 100% agree with is, says the first quarter is everything for Tennessee. We've had 2 slow starts in 2 games. If Tennessee comes out in the first quarter hot start, I mean, he even put it in the point of, if Tennessee comes out and hits 13, 14 points quick, he said, I think you could put the game to rest early. Legitimately.
I mean, I agree. I agree with him 100%, and I think I really do. I'm thinking about it today. I think you're gonna call me crazy. I think we score in 5 plays Saturday.
Man, I hope so, bro. I think we can. It's not that look, think about the first drive against Virginia. It was run, boom, 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 all the way down there. 4th and 5 in the red zone. Joe works through the whole progression, takes the check down, and Dylan Sampson gets in the end zone. That can happen Saturday. But I'm just expecting the pass game to turn around. And I really do think so. And I think it's because, man, there's a lot of things that play into this game, right? Everybody is now going back to the quote that Joe Milton said about how I don't lose in Florida. Everybody's saying, well, you lost the last time you played. No. Y'all, he came in at the very end of the game for one drive when Hendon Hooker got hurt in 2021. So everybody's thinking he played that whole game, and he literally played one drive. He was 2 of 3
One
for
drive.
53 yards.
Yeah, man, and I don't know.
I'm just
He
telling
don't
you,
lose in
bro.
Florida, and I'm. I just think I think this game is the game where things start clicking.
I do. I really do, man. I feel like we're gonna
And I'm
see a
not just
lot more.
yeah, and I'm not just saying that because this is Florida. Like I really do think like I'm just looking at everybody, like looking at everybody's scores. Like I'm not going to name any names, but like there's some like big name teams that have only beat like these schools like 30-3, like you know 24-0. I mean that is the equivalent of us in Austin Peay. If you're just wanting to be
Yeah,
honest, people were just so butthurt because we didn't put up 63 points against Austin Peay.
exactly. Exactly. As much as I think this weekend will be the turnaround for the team, I think the fact is it has to be. This is SEC play, SEC East. If Tennessee has said from the beginning of the year the goal is to win the East. How do we do that? Well, this is the beginning. You got to win the East games. Lose to Texas A&M, none of that matters to get and win
Mm-mm.
the East.
What do you think about what do you think the offensive line gonna look like?
I just don't feel like Cooper's going to play. I don't know if you saw on Saturday, even last week, he dressed. Did you notice that?
Yeah, he went through warmups.
Yeah. He dressed, went through warmups, and so that was a positive. Josh Heupel said on Monday when he met with the media that he's getting him ready for a good week of practice. He never said anything about Cooper getting onto the field Saturday, but he did mention what I just said. He's like, we're getting him prepared for a great week of practice, and so in Josh Heupel terms, that means nothing. Like we didn't learn anything from that. You know what I'm saying?
What did the what did the depth chart say? Did it still say Cooper Mays?
He's still, yeah, oh yeah, of course, of course. He's still
Yeah,
listed as a starter. He was listed as a starter the last 2 weeks.
yeah. I didn't
You
know.
know what I
I didn't
mean?
know. Yeah, yeah.
So he's listed as a starter again, and I mean, I would expect, Billy Napier said something in his press conference on Monday when he met with the Florida Gators media. He's like, their center, he dictates that tempo. He's been out, and so we're expecting him to play. And I'm expecting him to suit up. Will Cooper play? There's not been anything said in the media. I think tomorrow on Thursday, when Josh Heupel has his last press conference of the week, when they ask that question about Cooper tomorrow, I think we're going to have a really good gauge on if Heupel's planning on giving him the go or not. Right now, it's really like we really don't know. But I really do think tomorrow, when he meets with the media on Thursday, we're going to find out a lot about if Cooper's really going to play against Florida on Saturday.
Yeah, and let me ask you this question. So I meant to ask you this during. I meant to text you this during the game. Um, do you think that our offense has been kind of slower so far this year?
That's kind of hard to say because it hasn't felt it. I felt like we've had a lot of stoppages because execution hasn't been great, right?
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot more checks at the line. Oh, there's a lot more like see where their alignment is.
Yeah,
You know,
and yeah, I see that, but I think the tempo has been there. But it's when on first down we throw a 25-yard dig route and somebody drops the ball and then it messes the whole drive up.
yeah.
You know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. You see the tempo when we start getting in. We make a couple completions. We have a good run, completion, first down,
Yeah. Yeah.
run,
And
first down.
you saw that on the 67-yard touchdown drive against Austin P. Quick screen,
Yeah,
run,
that's what I'm talking about.
run.
It's And
I mean, you literally scored. I think it was a minute and 57 seconds or something like that. You 2-minute offense for Josh Heupel. It's like we just need to run 2-minute offense for 60 minutes.
yeah, because you see what you see at that time. Like when we can get in a route, like getting a, I can't think of the word I'm saying, but
Getting a rhythm.
Rhythm. That's what I'm looking for. When we can get in a rhythm like that, like by the end of that drive, the defense is done.
Oh yeah. They don't want any more. The
No,
defense doesn't want any more at all. At all.
I might die over here. Gosh,
I know. I can tell y'all. For everybody not listening, or for everybody not watching on YouTube, Turner's just having some coughing fits. Y'all need to go buy him some Ricola.
I'm muting my microphone though.
You are. That's why everybody's like, "What's up with this awkward pause? Is the podcast over or what?"
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't have my
Is it
microphone
over today? Like, hey, y'all did a short midweek chat. Y'all, look, man, we ain't even got to pump the gas or hit the brakes. We just talking ball right now. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. I don't have my microphone, so it probably sounds like doo-doo water anyway.
Nah, you just sound like you on that McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Speaking of Wi-Fi, if you go to a game at Neyland, that Wi-Fi be smacking.
Well, I can't say the same. It's okay in my section. It is not the best. It's, you know what it is though? I will say this. It's amazing until everybody gets in there. And then it's like all the bodies are just covering the little boxes that are close to me. And then it's just slow because I don't have any Wi-Fi boxes in my section.
So check this out. My seat's right here. You know what's right here in the row behind me?
The Wi-Fi box?
The Wi-Fi box is right here.
Oh, bro, so you're locked.
So I'm pumping. Like during halftime, I watched the Texas Alabama game. During halftime the whole time.
That's lit. I get Wi-Fi when I'm sitting down and I put my phone on my right leg. I get 3 bars.
Okay.
And it works though. It's like it works. But and I also get it really, really good if I go out to concessions.
Yeah.
It's locked.
Bro,
it's locked.
I ain't gonna lie. This is so off topic. I went and got a Petro like right before the end of halftime. Man, it was such a Debbie Downer.
Oh, it wasn't hitting.
Bro, the chips were stale. The chili was cold. Bro, I was heated.
Did it look hot? Dude, I would have told him, nah, I don't want
Hey, y'all go. Well, my gosh, bro. I told him light sour cream, like just a little bit of sour cream on top, bro. It was a big old spoon.
It was a glob.
It was a glob. But anyways, they're usually gas. I should have went with my instinct and got some barbecue sandwich from Calhoun.
That's right, man. We've got up by us. So what y'all don't know is this: if y'all ever go to a game, look in Z11 for the boy Turn. I'm literally right above him in YY10. Like when I look over the underhang, like we literally could have a full blown conversation if I wanted to. Because I'm in row 3, he's in row 31. He's right outside of the covering. If I lean over the railing, I could have a full blown conversation with this brother. Anyways, right beside my section is all the, and I can say this, is black folk cooking Polish sausages and peppers and onions. It is just anointed. Like I feel the presence of Jesus when I take a bite of that Polish sausage, my dog. Like there is so much oil, and it's not anointing oil, but I'm calling it anointing oil. There is so much oil from them getting the griddle hot that when I take a bite of the Polish sausage, I do not have taste buds or a taste feeling for about a week afterwards because it is so hot every time.
So let me ask you this. Is there always a big line right there?
What? Absolutely.
Dude, so like right underneath me, like I go down, I take a left. Same type of thing, except they're making Philly cheesesteaks.
It's black folk?
Yes.
Oh, see, I'm telling you, bro. And you know they bring their own seasonings from home, bro. Like you already know. Bro. They bring it the Tiger, the Tonys, bro.
Bro, but yeah, they cooking it up, but I can never get one because I'm like, I'm gonna miss half the game trying to get this Philly cheesesteak.
legitimately, what I've learned is because typically you and I, we like to get into the game with 60 minutes on the clock before the game starts. We like to get there.
Yes.
Typically, if we're in there and the clock hasn't started at 60 minutes and it's like we get in there about 5 to 10 minutes early, typically the line for the Polish sausages is lower. So I guarantee you, if you just go as soon as you get in there, it's probably a dub. But you're never really that hungry as soon as you get in there.
I'm never hungry because 99.9% of the time, unless it's a noon game, we're tailgating before and we've ate right before we came in.
Exactly. Kind of a lose-win situation. It's like I'm not hungry, so I know it's out there. But then when I go out there, I lost because it's just too long.
Yeah,
You know what, bro? Well, I don't even know how this is. We're strange. We talk about the craziest things on this podcast, on this show, but that's what makes us us, bro. But anyways, I was about to say, like, I'm always the hungriest, bro, in the middle of the second quarter when everything is busy.
Oh, dude, yeah. And
bro, I'm like, you can't even get a water, bro.
No, dude, I'll tell you one thing too, man. I had to go to the bathroom like 2 or 3 times because I drank like 6 waters because literally when we were in that delay for lightning, I'm literally sitting there and Danielle looks at me, my wife, and's like, pretty sure I'm getting sunburnt right now because
it got hot. It wasn't hot.
Yeah.
Like the clouds was cool, the wind was blowing, and then it's like the whole 30 minutes before the game started. Yeah. I was just like, this can't be serious. This can't be.
Yeah, I brought a water from the tailgate. I drank one when I got there, and then the dude in front of us brought us one back when he went at the lightning and I had to go pee. Yeah. And they come on the big thing, hey, inclement weather, everybody go inside.
Yeah.
Even though the sun's shining, go inside. Dude, so they think it's a great idea. So where I sit, like you go down, you go out, and there's the kind of like, it's not the Vol shop, it's like the mini Vol shop that ain't got no AC and random stuff in there. Well, the bathroom is right past it. Bro, I kid you not. You know what they put right in front of the door? The first door, the men's bathroom door. They put a beer stand.
Oh, so it's off the chain, bro.
Well, I get out there and I'm like, golly, I'm gonna have to wait 30 minutes to take a piss. And I'm sitting there looking, I'm like, are y'all in line to use the bathroom? Like, no, we're just trying to get a beer. I was like, what's America? Go put it somewhere else. Go put it out in the hallway or something.
Oh my gosh, bro.
But anyways, we can get back to football now. We just spent like 10 minutes talking about food.
It's what you get with Straight Up Tennessee, baby. Hey, y'all, it's time for what the midweek chat always brings, especially on a big week like this. It is now time for Pump the Gas or Hit the Brakes. This is our segment every Wednesday where we go through a few questions from the family, the Straight Up Tennessee family and listeners. We ask you to submit those on our last video, and we take them, and we're going to pump the gas or hit the brakes on them. So we've got 6 today, and I'm very excited for these. Very excited for these. Host of people submitted. We hope to get more and more people submitting. It just makes it fun, man. It makes it fun. So, number 1 term, pump the gas or hit the brakes. We have a kick return for a touchdown. I'm going to go ahead and make that a punt or kick return for a touchdown against the Florida Gators. Are you pumping the gas or hitting the brakes?
I'm gonna hit the yellow light. I'm gonna pump the brakes on that one. I don't think we're gonna get the opportunity. I don't like the kickoffs are gonna go through the end zone, and I don't think they'll punt it to D. Williams. I think if you're a smart team, you're not gonna kick it to him. You're gonna kick it out of bounds, or you're gonna sky kick it and make it to where he can't return it unless he just wants to get absolutely obliterated.
Yeah. I'm going to hit the brakes on it as well. Same exact reason. I'm just not sure Florida will kick him the football. If they make the mistake and do it, I would be pumping the gas because he might. If he gets an opportunity, he might crib one. And let's remember, family. Let's remember, D. Williams did not play against Florida. His first game last year was against LSU.
Crazy, man. You're right. So, and he's going to set that thing off right, too.
He did. He did. So we both agree that we will hit the brakes on the kick return for a touchdown. Number 2 is Tennessee will have a defensive touchdown on Saturday.
I'm gonna hit the brakes. I'm gonna say a turnover. I'm gonna say a turnover or two, maybe interception, maybe a fumble recovery, but I don't see a defensive touchdown. Now I would if it happens, I'll be running circles around my living room, going crazy, calling you, probably FaceTiming you.
Oh
But
yeah, I'm turned on Saturday. I'm turned up, boy.
But I'm gonna hit the brakes on that one too. I'm gonna hit the brakes.
I am as well. And you guys know this. Y'all have heard me talk about it too many times over the last 2 weeks, Virginia and against Austin Peay. They just haven't proven that we can do that. Like, we got our first turnover, right? We should have had 2 turnovers against Austin Peay, but we got one. And I want to see more turnovers generated before I say, hey, yeah, we're going to go ahead and get a defensive touchdown. So I'm hitting the brakes on that as well. With number 3 right here, Turner, this one is spicy. 2 running backs have over 100 yards against Florida. We pumping the gas or hitting the brakes on that?
I'm gonna pump the gas on that one. I'm gonna pump it on that one. I think Florida is gonna make us, which is fine. I'm literally fine either way. I think Florida is gonna try to make us beat them in the air.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's that simple. I think it is J. Wright and Bari. I'm gonna say J. Wright and Bari. I think J. Wright has. J. Wright is a dog, man. I think J. Wright breaks. I think his longest run's about a 25, but I think Bari gets about a 60 in there. I could see Bari hitting a 60-yarder.
With this one, man, I am actually going to hit the brakes. I do think that we will have one running back, and his name is Jalen Wright, over 100 yards. I think Jalen Wright has his coming out party. In Turner's words, his Heisman candidacy party.
He's
Because
in the nation on yards per attempt right now.
he is. I think that Jalen Wright rushes for about 135 yards, 2 touchdowns. I think Bari puts in another 65 to 70, and I think DeSamp gets 30 to 40, puts us over 220. I think we eat like that, but I just don't think 2 running backs will get the job done over 100. I think Jalen Wright will, though, however. So I am hitting the brakes on that one. Number 3 right here, multiple receivers have 100 yards against Florida. I am going to answer first, and I am absolutely hitting the brakes on this. Absolutely hitting the brakes.
Yes, I'm 100%. I'm 100%
maybe one.
hitting the brakes.
I can definitely see maybe one, and if it's one, man, surprisingly, I really think it's Squirrel.
That's what I was going to say. I think it's Squirrel White. I really do.
But I am definitely hitting the brakes on this until they prove us otherwise. Our receivers at this point in the season, listen to me, team. Listen to me, family. Listen to me. At this point, week 3, really it's week 2.5. Let's be honest. The game has not been played yet. So in week 2.5, our receivers have been more of a liability. So I can't just say, yeah, man, they just going to, 2 guys are going to have over 100. I hope so. And I hope something just clicks this weekend. And I think it will. But right now, I'm hitting the brakes on that one.
Yes, hitting the brakes as well.
Here we go right here. Here we go. We got 2 more. Jalen Wright scores 2 touchdowns. Pump the gas or hit the brakes.
I'm gonna pump the brakes.
You're hitting the brakes.
I am hitting the brakes.
Interesting.
J. Wright, does J. Wright have a touchdown this year?
He does not so far.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna hit the brakes just because usually what happens is Jay Wright gets us down there and he's like I can't
He
go
is.
no more. I've got
Bro,
to.
low
I've
key,
got.
it sounded like it literally just sounded like you beat the piss out of your head when you This man head sound like a Hipley Hollow, boy.
Probably is, bro. But no, I'm gonna hit the brakes. I'm gonna hit the brakes. Because I mean, just the way it's gone so far in the first two games, Jay Wright's gonna be the first back out there, and I think he's gonna get him down there. But
Yeah.
I think in the red zone, he's like, Coach, I can't go no more. And we sub,
He does do that a lot. He does that a lot. So
yeah,
you
because
might
he
be
just
right.
runs so hard. I mean, nothing wrong with it. But I'm gonna hit the brakes
Mhm.
on it. You
I'm
said
gonna
he,
pump the gas.
yeah, you said he was gonna have two touchdowns.
I think he has two. I'm telling you, if you fully think that this man could be in the Heisman Trophy running, this is the game that's gonna get him there. Like, and I think he could do it. I really think so. I think he just, and I think too, man, you started to see even last year and in 2021, even you started to see around game 3 and 4, you started to see the conditioning factor kick in. You know, like everybody started to fully be kind of just ready to play. And it wasn't as much, it wasn't so just can't breathe. Everybody kind of got in game shape by game 3.5. That was Akron last year, and then that
Yeah,
was yeah. So that's just kind of where I'm thinking. That's where my head is a little bit on that. So I'm
I'm
gonna
with
let Jay Wright. I'm telling you, he is going to do that. He's gonna get over 100 and 2 touchdowns. And then the last one, man, for pump the gas or hit the brakes today is that Brew McCoy has 2 touchdowns. Are we pumping the gas or hitting the brakes? He's the Cookie Monster now. If he has 2 touchdowns, everybody in Knoxville gets 2 free Moonshine Mountain cookies.
I'm gonna hit the brakes. I think if any receiver has 2 touchdowns, it is gonna be. I think it'll be Ramel Keaton. If anybody has more than one.
He and Brew, I would say, are the red zone nightmares. Would you agree? I feel like
Yeah,
when
so
you get down there, you're looking for 2 guys. It's Brew McCoy and it's Ramel Keaton. We saw it last week. You hit Ramel Keaton on a quick slant, wide open. It was a dot, great ball, great catch. Brew McCoy. We threw 2 fade routes to Brew McCoy, which
yes, we
2 of them were pass interference. One was on Squirrel, one was on Brew. It was pass interference, and they didn't call it both times. That was really annoying. Man, I hope
yeah,
to
but
never. Did you know? Just time. That crew, that ref, the Austin P gave, that's an SEC crew. That's why the dude looks so familiar. Somebody said
God,
that was an SEC crew. I said, there's no way. There's just no way. Are they
it must
Florida fans?
it must have been the same crew as Ole Miss.
Lord have mercy, bro. That would be hysterical if I went back and watched that Ole
Wouldn't it
Miss
be
game.
funny? It would make sense though.
I'm going to do it. As bro, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to figure out if it is. Oh, buddy, I will lose my mind. Wow. That's it right there. And for Brew McCoy, yeah, I'm hitting the brakes as well. I just don't know yet. The receivers, again, until they show us otherwise, we can't put too much stock back into the wide receivers right now. But I'm expecting them to have a big game Saturday. I really am. I'm expecting a lot of that to be cleaned up, and I'm expecting the
Yeah,
defense, or the wide receivers to have a really, really big impact on the way of the game. They should have their way on Saturday.
100%. 100%.
Y'all, that's been it for the midweek chat. Man, we have one more episode, man, and then it's game day. We have the one more day episode here on Friday. Man, you already know how that one goes as well. On the one more day, we're going to do final press conference from Josh Heupel. We're going to do offensive and defensive playmakers of the game. Who has to be those boys this week? And then obviously we're going to do our final score predictions heading into Saturday showdown in the swamp, 7 p.m. Eastern, prime time, ESPN. The Tennessee Volunteers head to the swamp to face off against the Florida Gators. Man, I'm excited, man. And before we end the midweek chat, turn right now. Before we even get to Friday, let's give them a precursor. Right now, other than Joe Milton, who has to be the dog on offense right now? It may not even be your playmaker of the game, but who's just one guy that you're looking to stand out on offense?
My gosh. Brew McCoy.
Yeah.
I think Brew McCoy. I mean, it's either Brew McCoy or Mel Keaton in my eyes, because they both kind of, I don't want to say they've been a letdown, but like they don't miss.
Quiet.
Yeah, and they don't miss the balls that they've missed this year.
No, 100%.
Squirrel White didn't play enough last year to say Squirrel White. But I mean, he went off in the Orange Bowl. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think he played enough in the season to be like Squirrel White needs to be that guy. I mean, we all know Squirrel White's going to go and get his 5-6 catches a game.
Yep.
And who knows? He could have. Squirrel's one of those dudes. He has 5 or 6 catches. He could have 20 yards on those 5 or 6 catches, or he could have 210 yards on those 5 or 6 catches.
Hey, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. For me, I'm not going to say anybody offensively right now, but I am going to say defensively. And for me, defensively, it has to be the boy, Wesley Walker. I think Wesley Walker is poised for a massive game on Saturday. And because Florida's going to run the football, how can our safeties, how can that second and third level make an impact in the pass game to where they don't even want to throw the football? Like, they don't even want to throw the football. Mark my words, Wesley Walker gets his first pick of the year against the Florida Gators on Saturday. Y'all, we'll be back on Friday, man, for the One More Day episode. And then y'all know after that, man, we will be back on Sunday for the next day. And I'm telling you, we're celebrating a Tennessee victory for the first time in 20 years on Sunday. So, hey, thank y'all for tapping in with us today, man. You already know we'll be back on Friday for the One More Day. Y'all have a great rest of your Wednesday, but then also, man, have a great Thursday, and we'll see you back on Friday morning. For my boy Turner, man, it's your boy Ruck in the building. We love you. We appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe. Do it all. Blow this thing up. Share it. You already know what it is, man. It's Straight Up Tennessee, baby. We'll see you on the